For about a week ago or so, Donald Trump announced that he wanted to impose tariffs on steel and aluminum. This has caused international fear about a potential trade war. So why will Trump start a trade war, and which impact will it have on the economy as a whole? In order to answer these questions, we first have to make sure of what a trade war is. Therefore, I went to businessdictionary.com, and according to their dictionary, a trade war is a conflict between two or more nations regarding trade tariffs on each other. This type of conflict usually arises because the nations involved are trying to improve imports or exports for its own country. So, if we look at this trade war, then Trump is trying to improve their imports on steel and aluminum. He wants to impose a 25% tariff on steel and a 10% tariff on aluminum. Furthermore, the countries that the US will most likely be in war with is China, which is the largest producer of steel and aluminum. Then we have the EU, and large countries like Canada, Brazil and South Korea, which supply a lot of steel to the US, could be hurt as well. Considering the whole situation is still at its early stage, then these countries haven't been clear in their response to the tariffs. However, according to reports, the EU is preparing to impose tariffs on American brands such as Harley-Davidson and Levi's. This will obviously hurt the US export, and for that reason, is it even worth it for the US economy to start this war? Trump has been commenting on this, and he said as following: "When a country is losing many billions of dollars on trade with virtually every country it does business with, trade wars are good and easy to win." In other words, Trump thinks the current trading is unfair for the US and this war will benefit them. Fun fact, Elon Musk has actually agreed with him on Twitter, and they actually might be right considering the steel and aluminum industries in America have been industries which have in a long time been struggling. If the tariffs will make foreign steel and aluminum more expensive, then the demand for domestic steel and aluminum will increase. In other words, the US manufacturers could finally get back to the good old times when America was great. Unfortunately, there's also a negative side of this, because cost push inflation will most likely occur. Cost push inflation is an increase in prices due to a general increase in the cost of wages and raw materials. It might occur considering the tariffs would raise the cost of raw materials like aluminum for auto companies like Ford, General Motors and Boeing. To explain this increase in the cost of raw materials, then the tariffs would make the cost for foreign raw materials go up. This will not happen for the domestic raw materials, but since the prices from the domestic supplier are now higher than the prices from foreign suppliers until the tariffs are imposed, then the raw materials will no matter what be more expensive for the car companies. This furthermore causes that the next auto you are going to buy will be more expensive. Similar things could actually also happen to the prices of beer, since the bottle is made of raw materials, so that would be quite unfortunate. When that is said, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like or dislike whether you like this video or not. A subscribe could also be awesome if you can supply one since I demand it. Anyway guys, see you next time.